record. And so, any moment from now, Lopa will come in. Okay, here he comes in. And so, you are very much welcome, sir. We are happy to see you once again in our African community. You are highly welcome, and I will turn the floor over to you to do justice to the meeting of the day before we proceed. Welcome, sir.
For sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunday. Am I audible to
Yes.
you all?
Yes, very audible, loud and clear, sir.
Perfect, perfect. So, first of all, Merry Christmas to all of you. It's been a beautiful journey with all of you over here, and I'm really glad that we have reached so far. I hope you all are doing great. I hope your families are also doing great at your places, and I hope you all are enjoying your holidays as well. So, we all have connected today over here to just meet and greet and to have a touch with our community because the holidays are going on, the new year is coming, and we just wanted to say hi to our entire community and we just wanted to understand where we have reached so far when we are saying that we are increasing IWC or the incredible wealth exchange across the multiple nations, especially in the West and South Africa. So, yeah, so talking about majorly about the previous progresses which we have made so far, we have seen that a lot of people have migrated to our platform. A lot of beautiful people have started participating in the migration process. They have successfully completed the migration, and we wanted to see more of engagements, more of participations from a lot of users who do not have even tried participating or even going ahead with the migration process yet, because we personally wanted to put some light on understanding the fact that we do require a good amount of users to run and successfully operate an exchange, right? Because obviously we cannot run an exchange with a couple of people, 50 or 100 people, right? There will be no volume in the exchange and that exchange will become faulty so soon. So the blockchain networks requires a large amount of nodes, or we call it even users, who do have to participate on the network or on the exchange to make sure that the required amount of liquidity is there, the required amount of transactions are there. So, just concluding this fact again, I'm trying to, uh, I'm just trying to put the major light again on encouraging all of our community members to invite more and more people in our IWC exchange so that we have a large community of crypto enthusiast, blockchain enthusiast, and Web3 believer as well, because we don't want to grow this entire ecosystem alone. We want you all to grow with us. We want you all to be a part of this entire beautiful journey. And so, for that reason, we do require a large amount of user base, right? When I'm talking about minimum of 55,000 user base, that is actually a serious requirement for a fully functional and operational crypto exchange, right? So, for that reason, I'm just letting you all know that if we do have a minimum user base of, like, let's say 55,000 users in this coming year 2023, and if we make it as our target to at least achieve 55,000 users on our exchange, I believe we will be becoming the smoothest and the most user friendliest crypto exchange in the Western African region, at least for now at these stages. And definitely, the moment we have more users on it, we will gradually improve our entire platform. We will develop more features. We will introduce more and more features. But for that expansion, we do require some basic requirements, or we do require some basic audience base for that, right? Without having a basic audience base, I cannot start pushing my team to develop a lot of features, a lot of advanced features. Let's say right now on our exchange we do have simple market trades and P2P trades, but tomorrow we require future trades and crypto, which is usually available in platforms like Binance. So if I want to create a feature which is competitive to a highly scalable solution which is available in the market as Binance, I need at least 1% user base of Binance, right? In order to make something like that. So I really want to make a lot of beautiful features on our exchange. And for that, I will really need a lot of people inside our exchange. I actually want to see a lot of users in our entire exchange. So just try to invite all of your friends, all of your family members, all of your knowns and your connections, and let them know what exactly is the power of incredible exchange, how it can basically change the lives of people who are actually trying to solve their basic necessities and even basic life problems with a lot of corrupted systems, and with introducing something like a very transparent system, or a mechanism which allows people to even participate with things like crypto. So crypto is something which is going to change a lot of things, and in a lot of ecosystems currently operating, governments, systems, authorities, organizations, and it is actually going to revolutionize a lot more on the technological part of the societies which we have created so far in this entire civilization. And for that reason, we require crypto exchanges, because crypto exchanges provides us an opportunity to connect with the people directly, right? We get our people in the crypto exchanges, and these people from crypto exchanges do participate in all the applications of the crypto space and blockchain, right? So the very basic entry of a crypto user starts from a crypto exchange. So it is the foundation. It is a very basic necessity of any blockchain application, or it is a main reason as well behind any successful blockchain application in the ecosystem, right? So with the warm wishes, I encourage you all again to participate more, to invite more and more people inside this, and to even make more people a part of this entire beautiful journey, which will benefit all of us in the longer run, right? No short term goals, no short term vision. I do have a huge scope. I do have a huge vision for this entire platform, for this entire community, and I wish to see you all growing with us and with that amount of potential. Now, if you may ask, or if you may wonder, what is going to be a long term futuristic goal or vision for the IWC, or let's say about the IWC token, specifically talking in figures or in numbers, I do see IWC reaching over $300 per coin. Yes, you heard me right. 300 US dollars per coin. That is the most beautiful dream I can see right now. That is the most beautiful target I can set for the IWC coin and for the entire IWC community as well. And the minimum I would need from all of you, with the amount of participation, the minimum I would want you all to make IWC token is 200 US dollars. I want you all to contribute in this entire revolution to make IWC token at least $100 costing, or $100 price list by the year 2023. And this coming year is going to be a new target for all of us to invite more and more people and to increase the potential of this IWC token, because the supply is limited, right? We are not going to generate more tokens after this. There is absolutely not going to be any more token. The supply is limited as it is for the Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin can reach at 1,000 US dollars, or 10,000 US dollars, or 100,000 US dollars, because previously at the all-time high it touched like 67,000 US dollars, right? 67,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin, for one BTC, right? So why can't we even dream for $100, right? It's a very small number, and that too, our tokens are not into millions or billion, not into billions and trillions, right? We do have a limited supply of millions only, even if a family owns, even if each family owns 10 IWC token, it should be worth of 100 US dollars each token minimum, so that we do hold some value in our hands, not only a token which cost in pennies, but in dollars, right? And I want you all to become a part of this entire journey, to become a part of this evolution, and help the entire community to reach at these targets. Those who can afford to uh, to reach at this certain level, and to even take the exit at the minimum level of 100 US dollars, they can do so. But those who want to go ahead with us, who want to go longer with us, in this entire journey can wait and watch becoming our IWC token, 300 US dollars per token per price. And this is my estimations looking at the entire potential in the African markets, looking at the looking at the rate of crypto participation or people who do know about crypto in closer regions and closer areas, and not only the African countries. The incredible exchange is open for the entire globe, right? It is not only limited to the African countries, but since we have started our bases, since we have started our headquarters from Latin countries, I'm majorly focusing on increasing communities, educating communities, and encouraging communities in all of these good fellow neighboring countries, right? So my visions are strong, but I would need a lot of participants, a lot of believers in this entire vision to make this IWC a great success for all of us, right? And I just wanted to tell you all that as of this date, our crypto exchange or our IWC exchange is fully functional. It is working. It is up 24 into 7. No matter in the middle of the night, you open your exchange and you want to just transfer, you just want to make some transfers out of your wallet or your tokens. It is going to work. It is functional, right? It is functional from the day we have launched this exchange, from the day we have revealed the links to you all publicly, and it is still up and running, right? We are actually handling a lot of cost in operating this entire exchange, in running the nodes, in running the blockchain networks, in running the servers. So this is not something which is just working like a normal website, right, which costs you like few dollars and it is up on the internet, but it is a fully functional exchange. So no matter if you are using it or not, it is costing us a lot of server space. It is costing us a lot of your user cases, right? So based on this experience, what I'm trying to say over here is that we have something which is ready in our hand, but we require some people inside it, right? It is just like building a beautiful fort or a beautiful building or an apartment, but there is no one to live inside it. What will happen? Slowly that building will become old because there is no one to take the maintenance of that. And after a few years, you will see the grass will grow around that building, the trees will grow inside that building, and the nature will take over that. Just like that, our IWC exchange will vanish away from the internet. Some other people will start registering this name. Some other people will make incredible exchange on their names, on their company profiles, and our IWC token and our IWC exchange will vanish off if we do not have more and more people inside this. Because any single crypto project, or not even crypto project, if you talk about any sort of invention which has been happened in the human history, it required few people to adapt it. It required few audience to understand and to even implement that in their real life cases, right? Talk about the person who have developed the electricity bulb, Thomas Alva Edison. If he didn't have shared this invention with the people, he didn't had educated the people about the importance of electricity and the electric bulbs, how it can lighten up their lives even after the sunsets, even after the a lot of hurricanes in the nature. They can see, they can actually experience the daylight in the nighttime as well. Think about the scenarios if Thomas Alva Edison have kept that invention in his house only, and he could have patented that nobody else can use it, only my house can use it. We wouldn't have experienced a beautiful world without those bulbs around every single street, every single corner, and every single house on this planet Earth, right? So just like that light bulb, our exchange is gonna glow and it's gonna provide a lot of light in a lot of lives, just because we're gonna make it something for the community. We're gonna make it something for the people around here. It is something as a complete new invention, especially for those places where the current ecosystems and current governing bodies are fully corrupt. The the money mechanism is not going well. The fiats are not going well. The currencies are not operating well. People who are trying to make some money even from outside their country, they're really struggling to convert their own national currencies. They're trying to earn something of other national currencies, and because of that, people are struggling with their own national currencies. You think about it. You take some Liberian dollars and you go to US store and you try purchasing something. You won't be able to do that. And you go somewhere, even at the corner of Indian streets, you will be able to buy anything because people are ready to convert that, right? Just like that, crypto is something which is going to allow us to trade and transfer the values from any single corner of the world. If you own IWC token, if you travel from Liberia or Nigeria to America, or let's say you go to New York, and if you convert that to BNB, or let's say to BTC, right, using some swappers and some exchanges, or even our own exchange, convert that to BNB, and if you try sell it, you're gonna sell it, right? You're gonna sell it immediately. You don't have to struggle with your own national currency issues and the conversion issues. And because of that, we believe in the potential of crypto. It helps us reaching at the globalization. It helps us to reaching at the highest potential of the human value transferring systems, right? And for that reason, we believe a lot in crypto. It is not something which is just to make people rich out of here. It is something which is going to solve a lot of real life problems, right? So I always try to put this thing for forth is that cryptocurrencies, or especially the IWC token, is not only quick rich becoming scheme. It is also something which is gonna help and change a lot of lives over here. It is definitely gonna make you rich because right now our token is hardly costing few pennies, right? Under 10 cents as well, right? But tomorrow, if it becomes minimum $100, which is my short term goal, think about it. You own like 100 tokens, or you'll own like 1,000 tokens. You multiply that with $100, right? But I'm not only focusing on that part. I'm also encouraging my community and my people to believe that this is something which is going to change our lives over here, right? No matter if you live in Liberia or you live in New York, the cryptocurrencies are going to work, right? I understand the struggle is real. A lot of organizations are trying to just put a lot of barriers behind these things, and they're not even ready to take over, to even let people take over the entire financial systems with the help of cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies give the power in people's hand, right? In the in the audience hand, and that audience can actually operate their own economies, no matter if they are traveling from here and there, any corner of the world, right? So considering that fact, our exchange is ready. We are ready to trade and exchange, but we require people. We require believers, not only people, but strong believers, right? So just try to invite your friendly fellows, your people inside this entire ecosystem, this new year revolution or a resolution, which is going to help us in achieving more new targets. So let's make it as our target uh, for the coming new year, with a lot of more wishes to all of you and your beautiful families. And I wish you all very good luck for the new year. I wish that a lot of opportunities may touch you. A lot of good opportunities may open the door for you so that you can explore more about the entire ecosystem, and especially on the blockchain part. And just feel free to reach out to our community if you do have like any sort of doubts. If you are even facing any sort of difficulties in the migration process, our team is dedicatedly available. Mr. Sunday and his entire incredible team is always up and is always available for all of you guys to help you out in migration in any sort of technicalities behind the cryptocurrencies and the blockchain, right? So I hope you all are doing well. You all are enjoying these holidays with your family, and I wish you all luck with the great coming year ahead. Over to you, Mr. Sunday.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We are very grateful. Thank you so much for the warm presentation. And I want to appreciate you for taking your little time out of your busy schedules to reach out to us again in the African community. Most of us who may probably not understand him very well, he has said a lot of things, and he has spoken extensively concerning blockchain technology, concerning the global economy. He has touched so many things this afternoon that will help us a lot in preparing us ahead of next year. And so One thing I actually uh, enjoyed so much out of the presentation is that uh, with the 100, with the 55,000 minimum, he said once we can achieve that, our coin can be the least that IWC coin will be on the exchanges $100. And so, and at least between now till the end of this year, we are targeting at least 300 US dollars per coin before the end of 2023, or even $1,000. And so we have the power to make it become even more than $1,000 per coin. And so everything now lies on the community. And so I want to also use this opportunity to appreciate everyone for the effort. I am seeing a lot of people sending their migration fees. We are responding right now. The momentum is gearing up. And so it is indeed an awesome moment. And so I also want to assure us that if we can keep the momentum hitting this way, I strongly believe that by first week of January, the momentum is huge around Nigeria. I can tell you, sir, Nigeria is currently responding more than any other African country at the moment. Nigeria is overtaking Liberia, even though I know that Liberia is going to heat up immediately after the new year. And so I want to also appreciate your time and also the brief presentation and your warm wishes. Uh, a day before yesterday, he was supposed to join us in the meeting, but he had a flight and was not able to join. The meeting has to be rescheduled today, and he is present to meet with the entire team and also the community. And so I would like to appreciate you so much. And then looking at what he also stated about the global economy, I'm trying to do a recap for some of us who will not understand what he actually said, because we have a lot of people who are not really following up. They will look as if they are understanding, but they are not. And so he talked about IWC not just being an ordinary coin or not a get rich quick scheme. I have been saying this from the distribution period from the ICO. And so we have a total supply of 11 million tokens. And so with this particular amount of coins that we have, we can shake the crypto industry. I can guarantee most of us that when our exchange comes open, it is going to be a wonder. A wonder in the sense that there will be a lot happening on our exchange beyond our expectation. Why am I saying this? Is because of the potentials that we have in our community. I have been able to tour around Africa, and so I know what I am saying. Once our exchange comes open, you will see what will happen. And so the power now lies in our hands to migrate our people and also do all we can in order to be able to get this particular exchange come open at least latest by January, so that we can begin our projects. Some of us have a lot of projects lying down waiting, and then so many of us also are looking forward to beginning to trade. Others are looking forward for so many expect with so many expectations from IWC. And so what is holding us right now is the migration process. Let us all tell our family members and our friends, like I said, we are going to move and also swing into action by going manually to be able to gather our people. Just do like when we did the distribution of the coins, then we are also going to gather everyone to explain and tell them the importance of migrating. Let them migrate, so that they can be able, so that we all collectively can come together and begin to trade. There is one thing about cryptocurrency that I want to stress here. Thank God the developer is still in here. The developer does not have the power to move the coin to $1,000 per coin. It is us in the community that reserve that power. All of us can come together and decide that one IWC will be $1,000 tomorrow, and it will be. Yes. And so it is not the developer. Once an exchange is created, the market is in the hands of the buyers and sellers. The market is in the hands of the community. And so that is why I am saying this without no fear or favor or no shaking about any other thing, that the incredible wealth coin, if all of us can unite, we can take this coin to a greater height beyond our expectation. And so I want to appreciate you for this presentation. For those of you who came in very late, you don't need to worry, because the presentation is recorded. And so we will share the recorded version of the presentation in our various chat rooms, so that those who are not here from the beginning, you can follow up with the entire discussion. And so currently, at the moment, IWC office is in Africa, is situated in Liberia, but we are going to extend to both Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Togo, and so many other areas. We are going to have physical structures where all of us can be able to meet if there is any concern, or if you're experiencing some challenges. We want to make it as easy as possible for all of us, especially around Africa. And so what we need to do right now is we need to speed up the migration process. I have been saying this in all of our meetings. And so we need to speed up the migration process and ensure that we are able to meet up with the numbers. The exchange is already fully functional, and it is live. Whenever you go on the exchange, it is live. And like I promised us, by next year, before the end of the first quarter, we will be having our app. The IWC Exchange app will be ready, so that you can decide to either download the mobile app, or you can go to the exchange via the link. And so that is another information that I also want us to note. But the most important thing here is the migration. We have not yet reached the first threshold of 3 or 5,000 users. We are still below 2,000. We are still below 2,000 users. And so I want us, some people are making the payment of their BNB from Nigeria, but they are not migrating yet. If you have made any payment, do everything possible to migrate, so that the system will pick you up, so that the system will recognize you as one of those who are already in the exchange waiting to receive their tokens in your account. And so, next thing I want to advise us is that I know that we have a lot of people who are eager. And so we, in unity of purpose, like I told, and I keep emphasizing on this. I think the developer said something about long time goals. Don't be in a hurry to eat all your coins, to eat all your bread when the exchange comes open, because I'm saying this for a reason. We have a lot of people who are going to sell their coins for $100, thinking that that is big money, or for $200, thinking that that is big money. IWC has the ability and the capacity to attain to even 10,000 US dollars per coin. We have seen that happen in Bitcoin. Ethereum, that just was created when between 2015, a few years back. Today, you can see Ethereum over $1,000 plus. Back in the year 2020, Ethereum was less than 500 United States dollars. And so today, Ethereum is above $1,000. Back in the days, Binance was less than $50. Today, we are talking about Binance is doing three, four, 500. And so, why IWC has the ability or has the capacity to do more. And so these are some of the education that our developer and also the information is passing across to us. We have great potentials holding in our hands. And so when the exchange comes open, all of us can decide in one day within 24 hours that we want one IWC to value 500 US dollars per coin, and we want it to be there. And the secret behind doing that is that whenever you are placing an order to sell your coins, you must not sell below the price that we want to achieve. And so we will come up with those tutorials as soon as the exchange comes open. We will show us, and I believe the developer also will teach us some of the things we need to do in order to grow this exchange and also enjoy all the incredible wealth that we have long expected. And so I want to appreciate our daddy from Nigeria, Archbishop Dr. Japhet Tomwaso from the state of Yola in Adamawa State. He has been a coordinator indeed. I have seen a lot of migrations coming from him alone. We have so many people. In short, we have thousands of people around Nigeria, especially around Adamawa State, who received allocations, especially the humanitarian allocations that were done. But up till now, it is only him that migration is coming out from, and just few other individuals from Adamawa State. If we all can team up, and also one of my daddy from Kaduna State, uh, our daddy Joshua from Kaduna State, he is also the only the momentum coming out from Kaduna State is coming from that end, and also a few couple individuals from out of Kaduna State. And so the question is, what about Abuja? What about other regions, Niger and other parts of Nigeria who have received allocations during the ICO? And so let us all wake up. I know that a lot of people are currently busy with their festivity. Christmas has just passed, and we are looking up to New Year. And the New Year, in the next 72 hours or so, we will be in the New Year. And so, our first meeting, let us be able to record at least the first 3 to 5 thousand people has migrated into the exchange, and so that will give us a lot of momentum. I have been bragging so much about Africa. I'm not saying it in our meetings. The developer is here. I always tell him that we in Africa, we are always in the front. And so I know that after the season, we will actually take the lead. We will not allow other countries to reach their threshold, or other continents, sorry. And so I would like to appreciate you once again for taking your time to come on the platform. Audu Hosea is saying, "Good day, sir. In case I already submitted my email in the migration and during the transaction, I realize that my email has been hacked and I cannot be able to make transaction. What alternatives ways will I seek to continue the transaction?" Yes, you can create another email and then update your profile, as simple as that. And so by updating your profile, it will definitely update your new email on the exchange, and then you can continue with your transactions. Like I also stated earlier, we have so many other people who are not aware of this migration process, who participated in the distribution during the ICO but are not aware of this migration process. I will beg all of us, and also I will also send this message to our daddy in Adamawa State in Yola to please help us inform other humanitarians. I will be in Yola by New Year, God willing. Once we step into the new year, let us have all those who receive allocations, especially the humanitarian distributions, the allocations that were made, let them be informed so that we, when we come, we will take them through the migration process. I know you are already migrating, and so the migration process is not a difficult one. And so all you will need to do is know how to create a valid email, and also know how to copy your ICO details, and also know how to send an email. And so that is all that is required of us. And so, in our next meeting, it is going to be much more interactive, that we are going to checkmate how far we have gone in the issue of migrating, whether or not we are finding any challenges in terms of sending your details to the admin. And so I just want to recognize a few persons. I don't want to take our time much. We have already received all the updates from the developer. And so I want to recognize the presence of Agana Musa from Nigeria, our mommy Alice Jaffet from Nigeria, and also today we have Amon Dijoman, uh, who is actually an Ivorian, but he is joining us from Nigeria. We also have Madam Atilia Davis. We have Audu Hosea, Benjamin Elams. We also have Alami Sunday, all from Nigeria. We have Edafe Patrick. We also have Osagi. We have Mr. Emmanuel Hussein Izaki from Nigeria. I also have who is our ambassador. I have Mr. Emmanuel Eze. Also have Enaturu Ufioma from Nigeria. I have Mr. God's Power, and I also have our developer in the house. I also have our daddy, Bishop Dr. Jafet Tomwaso from Adamawa State. I also have Josiah Monday. I have Dr. Joy and Okikili from Liberia joining us. Thank you so much. We also have Mr. Koli Bombom from Liberia. We are represented from several countries. This afternoon, we also have Mr. Nehemiah, who is the acting coordinator, who is actively coordinating the FCT in Nigeria. We also have Mr. Nobat, we have Mr. Onyemara, we have Sunday, Sumo Molba, Cooper from Liberia, we have Vashti Bulus, we also have Mr. Victor Ashafa, we have Mr. Vincent Bulus. Uh, all of you are highly appreciated, and I want to use this moment to thank all of you for making out time out of your busy schedules to come on the platform. The last question here, good day, sir. Those of us that have paid for the BNB, how are we going to know when we've been migrated by the admin? Yes, you are going to receive a mail, and so your coins will reflect in your wallet. And so once we have the first 3 to 5,000 users on queue, just like I've explained to us, you will be migrated at once. And also, once that is done, you will receive a mail from the admin. And also, once you go and log into your account straight, you will discover that your coins are reflected in your wallet, depending on how much coins were allocated for you during the ICO distribution. And so, thank you so much. You will be notified whenever any latest development happen. And so we have already gone 40 minutes into our recording. Sometimes when the video is too long and it will not be uploaded, and so we are going to have our regular edition where we will come up with interactive session and also discuss our own uh, uh, mediums and also strategies on how we can fast track the issue of the migration. And so the exchange is waiting for us. We are the ones now that will determine when this exchange will start trading. And so let us fire up and also let us be able to do everything possible to be able to have this exchange come open so that activities will begin. And so, very quickly, I would just like to recognize the presence of just three persons, only three persons because of time. We're already 40 minutes, 41 minutes away in the recording. I want to stop once it is 42 or 45 so that I can be able to upload that for us to be able to uh, uh, go through the entire meeting. And so I would like to give the opportunity to some of our African leaders. Dr. Joy and Okikili, you can unmute your mic and come in very quickly before we wrap it up and also greet the house. Dr. Joy, if you can hear me, you can unmute your mic, but rather, if you cannot hear me, I will proceed. I also want to acknowledge the presence of our West African Training Coordinator, Mr. Sumo C. Moluba. Mr. Sumo, can you unmute your mic very quickly and greet the house? He is based in Liberia. Mr. Sumo Cooper Moluba. If you can hear me, you can unmute your mic very quickly. It looks like the
Okay, good
or
afternoon.
yes, afternoon. You are welcome.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. From my end,
Afternoon.
my name is Mo Morwa, and I want to appreciate everything we have been doing. We are here, carrying on the migration process as well, and we are also appealing to every members around the world, especially we in Africa, to do the same on their end. Let us put our people together because, as you all know, we are trying to get to the level where we can start doing our transaction. And we all know that we cannot do it until we have this number, until we can achieve this amount. So let us all join hands together to make sure that we do this thing as soon as possible so that we can all start reaping the benefit of everything. I don't want to say much. I just want to say thank you, everyone, and compliment of the season.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sumo C. Moluba from Liberia. That's our West African Training Coordinator. We also have my able ambassador from Nigeria who is actively working tirelessly. Mr. Zaki, you can unmute your mic 1 minute as our recording is going towards 44 minutes. Yes.
Thank you very much, my humble director. Thank you for a great job. I really want to thank our developer for sleepless nights, putting our exchange all together, trying to make sure that everything work out for everyone, and for the love he has for Africa. I pray that God will give him more wisdom and the entire development team to make sure things work out for us. And for us here, by the grace of God, we are going to do our own parts to make sure that we migrated, to make sure we begin to enjoy what IWC has for us. And thank the entire house. And for other persons that are not here, we pray that we are going to get to them so that they can come on board. At least this January, let us begin to smile. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I will not go without recognizing the presence of my daddy from Adamawa State. I don't know if he is still online. Yes, he is still with us. Daddy, you can unmute your mic and greet the house very quickly before you will be the last person before we wrap it up. Reverend Dr. Jafet Tomwaso from Adamawa State, like Nigeria. I don't know if he can hear me. Maybe there is connectivity issues. We're having so much issues with network connections surrounding so many African countries. But if he is not around, I think we are already 45 minutes and some seconds. I would like at this junction to appreciate everyone and also thank each and every one of us for making out time to come on online this hot afternoon in Africa. I know it's already evening in some parts of the world, and also our developer. Sir, let's take your parting comments, and also before I can discharge the house. Thank you so much for your patience. Hello, sir. Are you still there? Okay, it looks like the
Yes.
all right.
Mr.
Okay.
Sunday, I'm here. Yeah. I
All
was
right. All
talking
right.
while I was muted. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can we have your parting comments for us for the year 2022 before we wrap it up as we're about to close
Definitely.
this session? Yes, sir.
Sure, sure, definitely. First of all, thank you so much for all the wise words from our community members and our community leaders as well. I'm being so glad to hear out all the good wise words from all of you. And wrapping up with this year 2022, it has been uh, a challenging journey so far for all of us, for the entire development team, and for the entire community building team as well. And we have worked really hard to come so far at this stage. And I think this is nothing to compare to our entire larger vision, the complete vision. So this thing which we have achieved so far is only 10%. 90% of what we are planning to achieve is with the help of our powerful community. And I'm really looking forward to have more beautiful people with us coming down to the year 2023.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, all.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We are so happy and glad. I hope whenever we call upon you out of your busy schedules, you will make out small time to come to us in Africa so that we can advance more. Like I told you, we want to be in the forefront, and so we will certainly be in the
Absolutely.
forefront. Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Definitely. I would love to see all of you in Africa as well. See you very
Yes.
soon. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That is the much we can take for today's edition and also the last edition of our Google meeting for the year 2022. Our recording has gone up to 48 minutes. So I would like to be stop here so that I can be able to, uh, compress the recording and also upload it so that those of us who are not here will have the opportunity to watch and also follow up with the meeting. And so, on behalf of the Incredible World Coin leadership and also our international team, coupled with the African leadership and everyone in the house, I want to sincerely appreciate us for a tremendous patience and also for uh, being with us, for waiting patiently, and for us to come this far. Nothing good comes easy. I always say this every time. And so we are at the verge of experiencing our our freedom. And so let us all migrate and also encourage other people to migrate so that we can all begin the trading and transactional activities. And so, thank you very much. This is the much we can take for tonight, for this evening, and also afternoon and morning, depending on where you are joining us from. We will have our regular Friday meetings, but for this Friday, many of us will be in our various worship centers in the evening, crossing over to the new year. Oh no, I think it is Saturday. And so today, already we have had our last edition for the year 2022. And so next week, Friday, we will come back here again to checkmate the progress and also how far we have gone in the migration process. And so thank you very much, everyone. I want to wish us a prosperous new year in advance. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye for now. Thank you very
Bye
much.
bye.
Yes. So
Thank
you
you.
can
Bye bye.
exit the chat room right now as I'm trying to end the record. We can all exit now. Thank you.